To everyone else, this is a task. But to you, this is opportunity.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get the Coach Prime Moto G5G for $29.99 at boostmobile.com. The Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. Moto G5G for $29.99 when you switch with a new Unlimited Plus or Unlimited Premium plan activation. Online only. Taxes extra. All prices, fees, features, functionality, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit boostmobile.com for details.
On today's Smart 7, Labour's conference overshadowed by gift scandal, conflict escalates in the Middle East, and lots more. It's Monday, 23rd of September. It's International Day of Sign Languages, and happy birthday, Anthony Mackie.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Labour's annual conference kicked off on Sunday in Liverpool, their first in power for almost 15 years. But it's far from a victory parade, with the widening gift scandal looming and two trade unions pushing for a vote on controversial cuts to the winter fuel allowance. And things got even worse for Labour after the Sunday Times reported that Deputy Leader Angela Rayner broke parliamentary rules by failing to declare a stay with then MP Sam Tarry at a donor's apartment in New York last December. But Angela, who denies the allegations, seemed unfazed as she delivered the conference's opening speech, promising that they're definitely less scandalous than the Tories.
Even now, there will be no complacency. Don't forget what they did. Partygate, the lies, division, scapegoating, and the unfunded tax cuts for the richest that crashed our economy. Don't forget any of it.
Foreign Secretary David Lammy was next up and reflected on Labour's incredible comeback.
We are forever grateful to you for the greatest electoral turnaround in our party's history. From electoral oblivion to a Labour majority. Thank you.
Angela wasn't the only one under fire on Sunday. Several Labour ministers, including PM Sir Keir Starmer, have been swept up in the donation scandal over the last few days. Sir Keir's facing criticism for accepting more than £100,000 in gifts since becoming leader back in 2019, including tickets to football matches, concerts and designer clothes for himself and his partner. Chancellor Rachel Reeves and Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson have also been named. Bridget's under scrutiny for hosting a networking event ahead of her 40th, which she insists wasn't a birthday party, but she did have a very relatable reason for accepting Taylor Swift tickets earlier this year.
I'll be honest, it was a hard one to turn down. I appreciate there was big demand. It was a privilege to be there. One of my children was keen to go along. It's hard to say no if you're offered tickets in those circumstances, but I do recognise that I'm in a fortunate position to be able to receive it.
All three have apologised and promised to not accept any more donor funds to spend on clothing. Meanwhile, the Tories are having a field day. Tory MP Chris Philp, who resigned from Johnson's government over ethics issues, says he's in a position to call them out.
Don't forget I resigned as a minister in Boris Johnson's government on issues of ethics and integrity, so I feel I've done my bit towards that, cleaning up British politics.
Tensions escalated between Israel and Lebanese group Hezbollah this weekend as Israel shifted their focus north. On Saturday, an Israeli strike on southern Beirut killed 14 people, including a senior Hezbollah commander, and injured more than 60. It follows two attacks on Hezbollah communication systems earlier in the week, which the group blames on Israel. Israel claims to have launched 400 attacks on Lebanon overnight on Sunday, whilst Hezbollah fired rockets at an airbase near the Israeli city of Haifa. Fears of all-out war are growing, with concerns about Iran getting involved. Palestinian ambassador to the UK Hussam Zomlot says Israel's actions have ruled out the possibility of a ceasefire anytime soon.
A ceasefire deal was on the table for the last 4 months, and simply Netanyahu has refused all these offers. The Israeli government has not only changed the goalpost when it came to the negotiations about a ceasefire, but the whole pitch.
Over in the US, former President Donald Trump turned down the invitation for a second TV debate with VP Kamala Harris at the end of October, telling a rally it's too late since voting will have already begun. Trump claims to have won their first and only debate on September 10th, though polls showed most viewers felt Harris performed better. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Zelensky is heading to the US next week to appeal for permission to use Western-supplied long-range weapons on Russian territory, which he says are critical for Ukraine's defence. but he needn't worry too much. Senator Lindsey Graham says Trump will end the war in Ukraine if he wins November's election.
Here's what I think will happen if President Trump wins. He will end this war. It concerns me that Iran's running wild on Biden's watch. It didn't happen on Trump's watch. Harris and Biden are a disaster.
Still to come on the Smart 7, All Square at the Etihad, and Dylan O'Brien talks Frozen 2, right after this.
To everyone else, this is a task. But to you, this is opportunity.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get the Coach Prime Moto G5G for $29.99 at boostmobile.com. The Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. Moto G5G for $29.99 when you switch with a new Unlimited Plus or Unlimited Premium plan activation. Online only. Taxes extra. All prices, fees, features, functionality, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit boostmobile.com for details.
Welcome back. It was all square between Man City and Arsenal in the Premier League this weekend. City star Haaland opened the scoring, but Arsenal's Calafiori soon equalised with a stunning long-range strike. Arsenal took the lead by half-time, but a controversial red card for Leandro Trossard left them down to 10 men. They held firm, but a last-minute goal from John Stones meant the points were shared. Arsenal boss Arteta wasn't happy with the result.
With what we had to fight against, that is already very difficult against 11 players, and here that's the reason why they haven't lost for over a year. To be thrown in the context that we were thrown, it was almost an accident waiting to happen.
Teen Wolf star Dylan O'Brien dropped by the Seth Meyers show this weekend to chat about his latest movie, Saturday Night, where he plays comedian and original SNL cast member Dan Aykroyd. Naturally, they talked about Dan's awkward reaction to the casting. He's just thrilled that Dylan got some work, and they also touched on Dylan's legendary failed audition for Frozen 2. Apparently, even a werewolf can't crack into Arendelle.
Did you go in with high hopes?
Hopes? Like, no.
Okay.
Because it's a musical, and they're looking for people who can act and sing.
Yeah.
And I didn't check, to be honest, probably either, but...
If you're a fan of dark comedies with a twisted edge, Sweet Pea is about to become your new obsession. Based on the cult favourite book, the Sky Atlantic series premieres next month, and the trailer just dropped. It stars Ella Purnell as Rhiannon Lewis, your seemingly average girl next door, until you learn about her rather deadly secret hobby. Let's just say her to-do list is more dangerous than most, so mark your calendars. October 10th can't come soon enough.
Hi, I'm Rhiannon Lewis. Sometimes I make a list of people who make me feel invisible. Donna in the mini market. Norman from work. Julia Blenkinsop, the bully who ruined my life. Sometimes I make a list of people I'd love to kill.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
To get people excited about Boost Mobile's new nationwide 5G network, we're offering unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month.
Forever.
Even if you have a baby.
Even if your baby has a baby.
Even if you grow old and wrinkly and you start repeating yourself.
Even if you start repeating yourself.
Even if you're on your deathbed and you need to make one last call.
Or text.
Right, or text. The long-lost son you abandoned at birth.
You'll still get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with Boost Mobile.
Forever!
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Forever.